Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and in this strategy that I'm going to show, $1,000, I'm only going to play lay bets. Lay bet's the most underutilized bet on the whole game of craps. I'm there, I see a lot of it. People don't utilize this bet enough. Everyone that wants to play the 7 either wants to play the pass line for a 7, pop the 7s, or play the don'ts. But the lay bets, they have the unique ability where you get to put them where you want, and on top of that, there's no come out roll or nothing. When they're on, they're on. So obviously, I'm going to start out by putting a $100 lay 4. I'm just going to random roll these, okay? So this is the kind of strategy you can just play random. Shooters, 5, 3, 8. You can just sit there and play this. And there's reasoning behind it. So I'm just watching for a couple things, okay? That's all I'm doing. 12, 6, 6, 12. Just watching for a repeated number. That's all I'm doing. Now I know I've shown this before. I just wanted to put it back out there because there's a point made. Obviously, I don't see very many people playing this bet, and it's a very good bet. You're betting the 7, so there's a 9. Now, I'm talking about back-to-back repeaters, guys, because obviously we've repeated the 8. But I'm talking about back-to-back. There's a 5. And now we're going to have our lay out there the whole time, though, because we want to win on every 7. And there's our first 7 right there. Okay, so we win $50 minus the VIG. We're going to owe $2. Get our change. Okay, so it's quick $50. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to leave it there. If it gets knocked off, 5, 3, 8. If it gets knocked off, I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to go up a little bit. I'm not necessarily going to mark it. I'm just going to go up a little bit. Okay, so there it goes. It got knocked off. Okay, so we won 50. Remember, we just lost 100. So we could go right back at 100. But I'm gonna go 130. I'm gonna lay it right back on the 4 because that's the one that rolled. I have my assumptions that it won't roll twice. And there's a 3, 2, 5. It almost did roll twice right away. But so here we've won 50. We lost 100. Now if we get a 7, which is right there, 6, 1, 7. Okay, so we got 130, so we're going to win 65. It's going to be a $3 VIG most likely. We're going to get all our money back, plus some money. Alright, so now we're up $10 total. You see what I'm saying? So you don't always have to go like martingale or anything like that. Lay that 4 again. You just have to keep in mind what you've won or what you've lost. Oh, that's off the table. And that's all you have to do here. Just keep that in mind. 3, 2, 5. That's the point. And that's all you're doing. You're just keeping in mind what's happened already. What have you won? What have you lost? Where do you need to be? There's a 7. We're going to get $3 in change. All right. Just going to leave it there. So here's the one good thing is, you know that run of 7 you see all the time when you're playing? That points 5 again. Then the 3 of them that come in 4 rolls. You're going to win on every one of those rolls. That's one of the good things about playing lay bets is that you always have the 7 planned for you. There's the 12. And you can progress this if you wanted. There's the 7 again. All right, so it's going to be $50 more for 2. Rack it up. So obviously we're doing relatively well here. Nope, there's a knockoff 314. Okay, so let's look at what we got. Remember, we started with $1,000. Okay, 600, 800. There's 1,000, so we're still up $6. So we don't actually have to go back and attack this. We don't have to. Am I going to? Yes, I'm going to, but I'm going to go 130 again. But you don't have to. There's a 6-4-10. I don't think I've seen repeaters yet. 3-2-5, that's the point. And now you're going to have a shooter that just goes forever, right? That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to knock you off. But if he does, if you get knocked off twice on one shooter, maybe it's time to not play that shooter. Just let that shooter go. And there's the 3. Another thing I like to do with the lay bet, when I'm just playing lay bets, there's a 3, is I like to kind of do a little field progression, because at that point you're getting the 7 plus all the field numbers, which is quite a bit better bet. There's a 9. And there's the 7. So again, that's going to be $65. Then drop this, get 2 back. All right. So again, we won all our money back, plus a little bit, and we're rolling. But it is, guys. It's just this simple. You could literally just lay the bets, and you could pick any of them. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Some have better probability, but the payout equals that out. So it really doesn't matter which one you pick, because it pays at the true odds minus a big. So then you're just hoping that the table has more 7s than not. Right, there's a 6. So for example, let's move it to the 6. We got to go to a different number though. At the 6, the 100 won't work. We got to go to like 120. Right, 120 will pay 100. Here we go. And there's a point made 5. And we have a 5 again, 4-1. So I haven't had no crazy number of 7s here. I've actually had some pretty good rolls. And 3 5s in a row. So we should be on the 5 on the repeater. So let's move. 120 will also work on the 5, because that's going to be an $80 winner. And we have a 3-1. I mean a 2-1-3. We're looking for a 7 before a 5. We had 3 5s in a row, so it should probably most likely will happen. And there's an 8. I think the point is 10. There's an 8. So here we go. And there's a 6. So we got knocked off our 6. That's why it pays to pay attention to the table. And there's a 10 point made. So the shooter's shooting hot. So this is the one bad thing about the strategy, is on a hot shooter, you're going to miss it. But on what the colder tables, which is what most tables are, you're going to be in line for more money there. So it's a trade-off. That was a 5-4-9. Aces. 1-1. And the 7. 5-2-7. Okay, so it's going to pay 80. We owe 4. Let's keep them. Drop this. Get $1. rack it all up. We'll stick with the 120 on the 5. And there's a 10. 6, 4, 10. Now sometimes when I see a 4 or 10 roll, I like to jump right over there onto that number because I just doubt that it's going to roll back to back. So let's do that here. It may roll back to back, but I just usually doubt it. Here we go. And the 7. So we did lose a little money there actually, because we could have made more on the 5, but that's fine. So it's 120, so it's going to pay 60. We're going to owe 3 in VIG. All right, so obviously we're just racking up money on every 7, right? That's what we're doing. Next shot. And a 415. Okay. We'll stay over there on the 10. What do we get? 6, 5, yo. And 3, 1, 4. So like you see a 4 here, you don't have to, but like, okay, when I see that, it's like, hey, you know, I'll move that over there. Most likely I'm not going to get back-to-back 4s. And there's an 11. And there's a 6, 3, 9. And an 8, 5, 3, 8. All right. Oh, dice off the table again. Huh. All right, here we go. And we got a 4. Uh-oh. Hard 4. Okay. 120. So what do we got? We got 2, 6, 8. So we're up 80 bucks. You don't actually have to double this or even go after it any, but we will. Let's go to 150. Let's do a 150 on the 9. That's going to pay 100. 5, 5. Almost beat me right away, did it? Oh, there's the 7 right there. 6, 1. That's going to pay 100. We're going to owe 5. Coming down. So again, you know, we're way ahead. 900, 1,000. We're up 176 bucks. I mean, it's really that easy, guys. Let's get 100 here. All right. Just put all 176 on this 4. See what happens. 12. And we have a 7. 5, 2, 7. Okay. That's going to win 50 there and 76. I shouldn't have done that because I don't know what that is. 35. So it's 38. Okay, so I'm going to just say it's $3 in VIG. Get 2 in return. Okay. All right. Again, just made a big hit. Got a bunch more money. We're just playing on profits now. So we got 250 and big money. Let's go 250. All right, let's go 250 on the 10. And obviously at this point, if you worked it up this high, you could throw it to the anything but 10, play it for 3 if you wanted. There's a 12. And there's an 8, points 8. And there's a 3. So honestly, guys, this is just why I don't understand why this bet isn't utilized more. Because it's an easy bet to win. There's a 437. That's going to be $125. We're going to owe $6 in big. So I mean, you're way ahead now, and nothing special's happened. These rolls haven't went crazy or nothing. There's not been a whole bunch of 777s or nothing like that. Been knocked off a few times. So we got 300. Let's get some greens. I mean some blacks. All right. So let's put 300 on the lay 6. It's gonna pay $250 if we win. See if we can get there. $426 right away. Okay, so I lost. Not a big deal. I did that just for fun. Obviously, this worked really well. So even after doing that crazy stuff, if you did some crazy stuff like that, you'd still be up $80. So again, this is just me trying to show that, man, these lay bets, as long as you'll just use one of them, they're a pretty powerful bet. You can play them all by themselves. You just put it out there, put it out there, put it out there. Just kind of move it around. You know, you use your discretion and use what you think. You don't have to martingale it. That's one thing people get mixed up on. You know, they'll win 2 in a row and then lose one, and they're like, oh, I got to martingale this. No, you don't. You just won 2 bets. Just you know, manipulate the number so you got a winner if you win this one. Martingaling is not necessary. But anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and this is just me talking about the lay bet and why I like it. You guys have a great day.